Hey everybody, this is Pete from iSatori. We're here today at World Gym San Diego in sunny Southern California, and I'm going to show you how to put some mass on your arms. Let's go build those big guns. Come on. For today's arm workout, we're going to start with triceps. We'll start with a general tricep push down. This is a great volumizer and a great, more or less, sets the stage for the heavier stuff we'll do later in the workout for triceps. This is what we do. Using a relatively neutral grip in terms of distance, shoulder width or a little bit inside of shoulder width, you want to be sure at the bottom of the movement to fully extend the elbow and bring the hands towards the torso, keeping the wrist locked. You want to come all the way up, full stretch. Yeah, that's going to stretch the muscle and open it up for increased blood flow. Then you're going to push down by keeping the elbows pinned like Velcro to your sides, down straight through to the thighs. Full extension at the bottom and squeeze, just like this. As you start to fatigue, a little bit of body English is okay, because cheating is going to allow you to complete more reps. The most important point to consider in the tricep exercise, any of them, is full extension of the elbow, which means full contraction of the tricep muscles. In the case where we cheat just a tiny bit towards the end of the motion, it's to get those few extra partial reps where you don't have 100% power because of fatigue. So even if you got 90% power, 90% utilization of those triceps that are already partially exhausted, you're really going to put a good pump and blast the heck out of that target muscle group, the triceps. Now we'll move on to biceps. Now we're moving on to our first bicep exercise. We're going to use the standard alternating bicep dumbbell curl. Some things to keep in mind. You want to keep the elbow pointed directly down towards the floor. If anything, as you're coming up, slightly bringing it forward will pull from the origin of the muscle. You also want to consider supinating. When you start the motion by keeping your thumbs facing anteriorly, when you come up, bring your palms up, because twisting the wrist is also a function of the bicep. So that's the purpose of supinating. When you come up, you're also stimulating the inner head of the bicep to pull that pinky towards the body. That's going to maximally utilize both heads of the bicep. So we come up, twist, come down slow. At the top of the motion, focus on the feel of the squeeze. That's a really important part of it. So you want to come up, twist, squeeze. Bring it down with control. Come up, twist, squeeze. Bring it down with control. Now the biceps are pumping. We move on to our next tricep exercise that we'll superset with a bicep exercise. Okay. Our second superset in this series for arm blasting is a skull crusher movement. It's really a basic easy curl bar skull crusher. The difference is we've got several different variations of hand and elbow position through this three-part exercise. This is so much fun. This one you're going to put crazy amounts of blood in all the different areas of the triceps. Watch and I'll show you how it's done, and then I'll tell you about why we do it. Now that exercise, even though I went light on that, you really don't have to go that heavy. The first component of that exercise is bringing the arms up with the elbows positioned behind the head, as you saw, to a full extension, really trying to lock out back behind you toward the far wall. That's going to really dig in deep into the origin of the tricep for the long head. So when you're extending, you really want to squeeze and put that full stretch in there as you come back and really bring the elbow back behind your head. After 5 to 10 reps of that, you want to try to match the same amount of reps by moving your elbow pointing straight up towards the ceiling when you're in the lying down position. You can then fully extend to a full extension, really squeezing the entire tricep so you get the whole muscle group involved. Then for the third component of the exercise, bring your hands close together, bring your elbows super wide, and just pump, pump, pump. This is going to bring that hook, that horseshoe, the lateral head of the tricep out. It's an amazing feel. Crazy amounts of blood pumping in there. Awesome. Give it a try yourself. See what you think. You're going to get a crazy pump. That in itself could probably be, if you do 6 or 7 sets, your entire tricep workout. But for us, we'll do 3 sets of that, bring a tremendous amount of fatigue, and we'll move on to one more exercise after this superset with our next bicep exercise. Check this out.